dinosaurs there, but there are a lot of...
CP squared has 51 minus degrees of freedom, making...
On the way home, I got hungry, and I ate it. We're Americans, and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book, and this waitress comes up.
will terrorize. How many people don't know who the fuck I am? Raise your hand if you don't know who I am. Sweet, we got a bunch of cherries we're popping tonight. Awesome. I love when that happens. So I am Slim, the Living Cyborg. I am a Target 4020. Yes, I can tell you exactly when the universe ends. But just you being here today changes the future. Ooh. So the way that I was able to time travel.
Okay, we're going to bring in all our guests. I know this is a prize. We've never done this before. Doing this all again.
But they love to steal from us, right?
Okay, let's see if we can do this, if it'll let us. Hey, Brainless, we're just going to bring everybody in.
Oh, hello.
So they can comment on this video. So we're bringing everybody in to comment on this video. So here we go. Let's see if this works.
Honey.
Hello, everybody. We're gonna say hi to everybody in just a second. But yes, baby.
I was in the wrong studio.
Yeah, that was the other one.
Queen and I were both in the same streamers.
So
like, why did we hear it?
Yeah. Okay. Today is this one, and tomorrow is the other one. Anyways, so here we go. I want everybody to comment on this video live. I just found out this was a thing today, so let's watch it all together.
Okay.
So hopefully I can get away with this. We'll see. Anyways, so unfortunately for me, my time machine broke in the present, so that's why I'm stuck here doing sideshow for all of you. Yes, exactly. Out of all the times that there is, last year sucked. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so all the implements that you see me using on stage today, I have collected through my time travel processes and was taught how to use them by the people in those time periods. So would you all like to go on a history lesson with me? Yeah! Sweet. Don't worry, sir, we're not learning anything. I'm just a carny up here. We'll pretend it's not a real history lesson. We're not learning anything tonight, so don't worry. All right, folks. Would you like to hear the first place that I time traveled to? All right, folks, this is how this happens. They already paid me my money. I'm going to do this full set. You might as well just go along with it, because it's going to happen no matter what. Right?
So he laughs like an idiot.
Prom night. Damn it, Papa. Never mind. Anyways. All right, folks. So the first place that I time traveled to was actually to the Victorian era. And it was
Hello, Miss Shadowkin.
UK's
Killing
that I landed.
Hey, sweetie.
I was
Hey,
sitting there
beautiful.
one day drinking a beer at the public house. Does anybody know what a public house is? All right, what's a public house?
It's a pub.
You're right, love.
Yeah, there we go. It is a pub. It is a place where after work, people in Congress and in the Senate over
We'll
the
say
years,
hello to the
called
side
House
chat
of
in just a
Lords or some
second.
bullshit. When they got off work, they would all go hang out at the bar and they would all have beers together.
Right,
So
one
the
lady,
left and the
never
right
more.
side would all go and hang
Yes.
out and be friends. So they called the public house because in public, that's where you would go to hang out. So I was hanging out at the public house one day, drinking a beer, and you'll notice there is a running theme in all of these stories that I end up drinking a beer. Hi, I'm Slim.
Yeah, usually. And I was drinking a beer. And a gentleman in a suit comes over to me and he sets a letter in my lap. Would y'all like to know who that letter was from?
Yeah. Who was that letter from?
It was from Queen Victoria herself. Yes. Would you like to know why she wrote me a letter?
Yeah.
Because at the time there was not very many tattooed-faced gentlemen in the Europe.
She wanted to follow your dick.
So she wanted
Exactly.
to be a tattooed-faced gentleman. So she asked me to come to tea with her. So I went. At first I was a little apprehensive. I thought maybe she was going to hit me from the gallows for being so weird. But I decided otherwise and I went. So I went and sat down. The first thing they put in front of me, I knew what that was. It was a piece of porcelain. And that was a teacup. The next thing they put in front of me, I was a little dumbfounded about, because in the future we don't have food that we actually eat. We only have bags of nutrients that you open up and stuff down and just go on your way. So I was very confused about this archaic piece of metal. I think you humans call it a spoon. Is that spoon? Okay, there we go. Okay, I got it. Right, okay, thank you, sir. Anyways, so I use this in the improper way. Would y'all like to say this?
Oh no! Why would you do that?
I know somebody that
Is that how you use those
that's
words?
going, ew.
Doesn't the spoon usually have something on it and you put it on the front of your nose and sniff something?
Oh, it's a
All right,
yeah.
folks,
Well,
thank you.
yeah. That's what you do in the bathroom stalls at a gay club. Never mind.
All
Right,
folks,
right.
what's next to the self-fork step it up? Forward, that's right.
All right, listen to
Before
this.
I get into that, folks, I have to let everybody know this at every show. This is my mom's least favorite act I do. Forking myself in public. She forking hates it. So can we all have an agreement? If you ever meet my mom, will you please tell her I'm not doing this on stage anymore? Thank you. Damn it,
Yeah,
Mom.
Mama, don't watch.
Don't watch, Mom. Don't watch. No, I'm just-
Yeah, see?
There you go.
I'm not lying to your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
All right, y'all want to see this? Come on.
And I forked myself.
Thank you. All right, folks. See on the end of that? We call that peace of mind. If I do this act anymore, I won't remember the math. Wait, hold on. What's 2 + 2? Potato. Damn it, it already happened. Well, since we've gone that far, might as well go further. Right, sir? Yes, exactly. Yeah. He said yes. Cheese and rice. Anyways, all right, here we go. Are you folks ready to see what delicate part of my body I'm going to shove this inside of? Okay, you asked for it.
Yeah, of course.
No, that's the after party, the spirit show. That's not right now. Later. This is a regular show. So
That's for his OnlyFans.
A credit card
Yeah,
talk to me
yeah.
later. We'll get that figured out. I mean, we'll figure it. Never mind. We'll talk about it. Yes, exactly. Anyways, folks want to see this? Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Folks want to see what I do to wake up in the morning besides imbibing on caffeine? Now, you guys want to say this?
Ouch.
Woo! Let me tell ya. That's the after party, sir. Yeah, exactly. Feudal era Japan. And I actually trained under a master samurai. Would you all like to know his name? His name was Sensei Jin. Yes, stand there with me. Sensei Jin. Hey. So I trained in his dojo for 3 years, and I was taught him how to actually use this katana you see in front of you. Now, this katana has actually been in battle, and I have had to use this on other people, and other people's blood have been on it, because I have used it in war. But now that we are in the present, and there's not as much pestilence, war, and violence that I thought was going to be when I first came here, I don't have to use this on other people yet. But I found a way to use this on myself and still walk away. Would y'all like to see this? Okay, hold on, though.
No, we don't want to see it.
Just like all of you out there know that have swallowed large objects, it takes a lot of alcohol first, right? So just give me a second to lube my tubes. Remember, folks, lubrication's your best friend, your significant other will thank you later. You're welcome. A PSA from Slim Cyborg. Use more lube. Hashtag use more lube.
Hashtag use more lube. Everybody inside chat.
Let's see this. Come on.
Hashtag use more lube.
Lordy Lord. I can't find it in my look.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I stapled my butt.
Stapling your ass now.
Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on.
If a collective amount of $100 in that hat, I will staple my nude top live on stage.
Yep, here we go.
So if everybody throws in $5, you can see me staple my top.
Here we go, everybody.
Oh my God.
Everybody get ready to clip this. Come on.
At least it's a 21 and over.
Yeah. This is at a brewery, so everybody's definitely the age.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Sorry, I can't watch you abuse my best friend like that.
You're my best friend. Why'd you do that, Slim?
Yeah, it's awesome. Heck yeah. So really quick, I have an announcement. I will be working with the fetish events in Denver again at the gay clubs again. Something happened with one of the promoters and things and stuff, but now they have asked me back to the thing because they found out nothing actually happened. One day I may go over what I think happened and what didn't happen, but that's okay. There were some head doms that wanted to get me out of the scene because I was getting paid more money than them because I was the headliner, and so some people got me kicked out of the scene so they could get paid the money I was getting paid.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty much the gist of it, and I have all the receipts to show, and that's why I'm back performing with them again because they act whatever. I will hopefully show the promo video for the company I'm working with again. I'll be working with the largest gay club in Denver, which is Trax Nightclub, and they run a couple other clubs. So we'll be doing that again very, very soon. So I'll be performing in front of thousands of people again at nightclubs, which will be wonderful.
Good.
I knew as soon as I got outed for no freaking reason, and one of these days I will go over exactly kind of what happened in the multiple ways that people tried to get me kicked out of the scene because they were very jealous that I had a tight hold on the fetish scene. I was working with the higher ups. I was involved with all of the fetish dungeons in Denver. I was making a decent amount of money doing scenes for dungeons and events that people were very jealous of. And there was the cancel culture time to where there was like the Me Too kind of thing, and there are people who faked some of the Me Too stuff. Anybody who is a victim, which I have been, we've talked about it before, I have gone through stuff multiple times. I don't want to even delve into, but now there are people. Okay, Skits Crasher, you better let me know when you are visiting, and you're gonna come hang out with me, bro. We're gonna go gay club it up, buddy.
Hey, no, come on.
Slim will be your wingman, by the way.
My tagging out on them.
No. I'll totally be Skits' wingman, but I'm sure he wants to go to all the nice clubs. But you and me are gonna go to a couple gay clubs, sir, and then we'll go to all the other fun clubs. Like, no. If let me know what area around that you're gonna be, and we'll go to all the fun places in that area, because I know all the fun places in like every little like district in town and all that stuff in the northern Colorados and or all Colorado. I pretty much performed in like everywhere. So, hey, Brainless, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
Sweet. Well, we're glad to have you back.
Glad to be back.
Yes, Skits, you let me know. And the other thing, Skits, you need to do, let's do this first before I get into that. Our channel sponsor is I know I'm like drawing it out.
Time.
So we do have a sponsor for this channel, and the sponsor for our channel is, once my brain can see it, okay, there it is our Skitsoma Crasher. So once again, Skits, all of us would love to tell you and thank you and say you are an amazing person for being so wonderful, for helping this channel and many other channels. There's too many for me to go over. All I can do is go over my channel. But thank you so much for helping us with that. And speaking of that devil, and I'm not hinting wink, wink, nudge, nudge, or whatever like this.
Grin, grin, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
About making Slim take a shot of vodka. If you throw me $5, I will take a shot, and the more drunk that I get, the more fun we have over here. So before I forget, let's say hello to everybody else really quick, and then we'll do disclaimers, and then we'll say hello to the side chat. I hope I can remember that order. But anyways, Vila, how are you doing?
Yeah. Bit of a shock still about losing my place. So basically, my landlady's not renewing my contract. So in 2 months, I'm going to be homeless.
Why is she jealous that you're better looking than her?
Like, the way it works over here is for me to be able to get any help from the council, I have to wait for the bailiffs to remove me from the property, and then I will go into emergency housing. So me and the little one will go into either a homeless shelter, a hostel, or maybe a hotel, and we will be there potentially up to a year waiting to be given a house.
Oof. Well,
yeah.
We're very sorry to hear that. If there's anything that any of us can do to help that, I know we probably can't.
Yeah.
If there's anything we can do to like help your situation, let us know to make it more comfortable.
I'll be all right.
I don't think they do what they do over here, but if you go to the Christian churches, they give you vouchers for hotels most of the time. Again, I don't know if that's the same over there.
They don't do that here.
Over here, if you walk up with a child and they'll give you a credit for a hotel voucher. And that's
the council will be paying for me wherever I go.
Yeah.
So like there's that.
Right.
It's just I don't know where I will be sent and how long I'll be there until I get a house. But I'm very flexible with it, so that helps. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I said,
she's
let us
flexible.
know if there's anything we can do to try to help. If there's people that can write in letters or something, I don't know. If there's anything like that, you let us know, Vila, and we will definitely do that
Thank
to
you.
help you at all. For
I'll be
sure.
right. I'm lucky. We've got the system we've got anyway, so I'm not going to be on the street.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
And I'm lucky as fuck that we have that here. Like
But
the
we want to
council
make-
will help me. It's just a bit of
We
a
want
long-winded
Bug.
process.
We want Bug to be as comfortable as possible, and that's what.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't care about you. No, I'm just kidding. I know.
Well, somebody think about the children.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, but-
Vila can always just sleep on top of me. So I mean,
well, exactly. If we didn't, if we weren't all so far apart, if the world was actually flat, we would all be so closer together.
That's
we could
true,
all
you're right.
Actually, just like live together. We could just
We'd have
move,
more.
like,
We'd have
what,
more direct access to each
hundreds,
other.
hundreds
It would
of
be
feet
amazing.
to get to each other. And
It's a straight shot for a lot of us to go from
Oh,
point A to point B.
yeah. So
Well,
anyways,
that would make one thing quite annoying every now and then.
Uh-huh.
Because
I
it
would bump into
spawns
your
there,
uglies.
and my little man would come over. That would be a lot of pranks, I would tell you.
oh my gosh.
They're mental
And then
enough
mix the two
apart,
of
but when
them
they
with
get
my little
together,
one.
Oh my Jeebus. The world would. How could you have 7 billion people on a flat Earth? That does not make any sense.
Right.
There
How
wouldn't
small.
be any room.
No, I mean, my dick would be inside somebody right now, which I wish it was. But anyway,
And then all the
Oh
cats,
my!
and then all the cats would have pushed people off. Of
no,
the edge.
exactly.
That's right.
Emily.
Mhm.
How there would be too many penguins comparatively to what's the
bears?
white bear? What's the white bears?
Polar bears.
Polar bears.
There
Polar
we go.
bears, hon.
Anyways, Mama, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Why am I so far away from you?
I will change that in just a second, my baby. Good. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that we're having your beer. Baby, how are you doing?
I'm all right. Not
And
great.
kind-
I'm not
and-
horrible. So I'm all right.
And kind of speaking of that, devil, I'm just gonna like roughly go over this. We don't have the apartment, so now we're looking for another apartment and blah blah
Uh-huh.
blah, yakety schmackety. I'm gonna have to start stripping in the strip club, I guess, and being on the corner. And
Well, you're not letting me do it, so shit, somebody's got to.
I know. I still got the legs for it, so
You do.
So better of that, what I was trying to get at, I think earlier, I don't know if I said this, I may be a little tipsy, I don't remember, but I'm gonna be working for the fetish clubs and gay clubs and stuff again in the
Yeah, you said
Denver's.
that.
I kind of figured. So hopefully I'll be doing that, and if I can get Honey out here
Yeah.
to do sets with me, then like we can get paid for me to like whip her on stage and tie her up and do all
Yeah,
kinds
so
of
more
fun
than likely it's going
things.
to be
So
him getting an apartment somewhere out there and me and the kids going there instead of him.
yeah, and so
Kind of have milder winters, probably.
I already have that
No.
pretty much.
No.
No.
Yeah, it is. Nope. Yeah, it is. Yeah, no,
What?
it's not.
Let's say,
It's
'cause
not
you're
negative.
Negatives when I was friggin' like in the 40s.
It was
you're
it was
further
never
north
negative.
than
It was
Denver
never
is,
negative
too.
30 here. We're not that close to the Canadians. So
Yeah, you're further
it's-
north compared to.
And the other thing, baby cheeks, is if we're like around Denver area or around there, that is way warmer than up here. Because like
Oh, okay.
I literally can shoot a shotgun at the Rocky Mountains from where I'm at.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
okay.
So I'm in the Rocky Mountains technically, where Denver is 20 miles away from the Mount Rockies, I guess is the best way to
Okay.
put it.
It's
And it's
pretty
in
much
like
in a
the
valley, right?
flatlands. Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason why they made Denver where they made it is because it's in the flatlands. So it's like
Near
not
South
doesn't
Park.
get as much. So South Park is 3 hours south of Denver. I have where we used to do the Native American rendezvous that I was at when I was a Native American dancer, and we would do 2-week long rendezvous, and we had Boy Scout troops come through every day or two. Actually, it was every day for 2 weeks, and we showed them how to live. And the only way that you could live, you could not bring anything that existed after 1836.
Okay.
So everything was pioneer day stuff, Wild West stuff, right? And so for 2 weeks straight in South Park, it was actually east of South Park. It was called some other place. I don't remember where it was. We lived in the mountains for 2 weeks straight with nothing. Like, it was crazy.
So
like
basically, real life Red Dead.
Yeah. The only way to smoke a cigarette or to smoke out of a pipe, you had these wax strings that you would take and put in the fire, or you would take your iron thing and your rock and make a spark onto it, and you literally would light this little itty bitty wick that only smoldered. It never lit, but it smoldered, and then you had a piece that held around it that would hold it. So you put the wick through it like this, and you had a holder for that wick. And to light your pipe, you would just push that out further and then light it. And like, dude, it was so crazy to live that way. And
wow.
Let's get into the things. I could talk about that for hours. We'll do that on Slim Talks About It, or when Slim goes over his dumbass life.
Wait, what?
What? Where?
Fort Drum, New York, is now considered an Army
Arctic zone.
Zone.
Yeah,
compared to the rest of the naval bases, it's the coldest.
Yeah, it's so cold now that it's becoming that. It was -30 up there. God
damn it!
I mean, right next to the Canadians. I mean, it's getting so cold and so hot. It's insane. And then, if anybody, we'll talk about this a little bit more tomorrow for the news, but California in certain places has never had this much snow. They're having
you roboting.
Let my internet come back.
It's even Southern California.
Is even with what the temperature actually is, like here right now, it's almost 40. But I was just outside, earlier today with Prince, and it didn't feel anywhere near 40. Like my fingers were turning purple because I forgot my gloves.
Yeah, it's really okay. So before I fucking forget, and then we'll get into the side chat. I need to do this first because my punk ass will forget. Half robot. I'm roboting out. Exactly.
No, you're half robot.
Yes, my detachable penis is half machine and half flesh. Anyways, I don't think that's what we were talking about. But
not quite, but it's fine.
Bionic penis.
Schizmocrasher sent 2 shots.
That doesn't work.
So here we blow. Cheers, bro, salute, all of the above. I'm gonna take this, and then we're gonna get into. Well, I'm gonna do this while I do that. So here, cheers, bro, salute, Solange, all of the above, and here's our disclaimers.
So nobody can see him want to throw up.
Bad vodka.
Cheese and rice, bad vodka. Son of a bee thing. I got it all over my balls, and I just got them pierced too.
Oh no! We really wish she was there.
Don't drip vodka on your balls, everybody.
At least they'll disinfect them.
Cheese and rice.
Listen, baby, the cheap vodka that you're drinking will disinfect the piercings, so you'll be fine. I know. You don't have to worry about any infections.
God damn it. Son of a bee sting. Okay, so let's do the side chat right quick. before I get into the next thingies and the things, and then we'll get into the bobs. God damn it. So everybody, of course, the
Yes, get better soon, Skits.
Yeah, we
Yes,
all,
Skit.
yeah, let us know, and I hope you get better for sure, or you feel better. So hello, Skits. We have the Demon Orb. We got the Hairy Warp. Oh, Jesus. We have the Miss Shadow Killin. I always want to say kitten, but like I reread it, and I'm okay. I got it. The Oxymaroony. And we got the Mark Shorts.
Marky.
The Harry Warp, even though I think I said we said hello to you,
Harry.
but I just want to make sure so I don't forget into the peoples. And then of course the J Troy.
Hey, J Troy.
And as of right now, that seems like everybody. If you have not said hello to us in the side of my chats, and you're, I was gonna say ghosting us, but that's not right. If you're just hanging out in the background, go ahead and say hello to us. We like to, we like creeping. We like to say hello to you. As of right now, our poll is at the NyQuil chicken, 33%. Angel of Death is at 33% as well. So we need a couple more votes, or at least just one more vote to be a tiebreaker into the thingy-mabobbers of the stuff and things. I'm going to show this real quick. I bought a bottle of whiskey and a breathalyzer for a stream when I feel better. Yeah, totally. Let's do that. I think I have a breathalyzer somewhere here too. It may need to be calibrated, but that would be fun to do a stream and see how inebriated we were while we were doing things. I don't know.
God. We
once again, folks, ladies and gentlemen, everybody who's listening, if we can figure out a way to do some mukbangs, or that we can figure out a way for you to throw me money for me to buy like crickets to eat or oysters or sardines or something weird, we'll totally do this on stream. I will eat gross stuff on stream if we figure out a way to make a compensation.
Yeah.
You know,
Mario!
I would like Mario. It's a me,
Mario.
So, if we can figure that out, we will do that as well. So, thank you for being here, Mario.
Good to see you, hon.
Yes. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with...
Wait a second. Are you a flat earther?
And remember, if you are one...
Call a crackhead.
Call a crackhead. Okay. So,
yeah.
For the heck of it, here we blow.
What? What? Oh. It was in this shit.
Exactly. Okay. So it looks like we have NyQuil chicken at 45% and blah 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 yakety schmackety. I'm gonna end it right now. If my baby cheeks, or if we can get the people to help me.
Getting there.
We're getting there.
So it looks like we have
Bless you.
NyQuil chicken.
That was my son again.
Okay, so which one's first?
NyQuil chicken, 45%. Angel of Death is 27. Kool-Aid Man is 18. And Blackout is 9%. Really quick, I want to say thank you, everybody, for giving a thumbs up, for being here in the side chat, for showing us attention so that it helps with the algorithms, for being here. If you're watching this in the future, thank you for the thumbs up and for commenting and or sharing and or just watching. Thank you very much. You all rock. You're parts of the reasons why we do this. If it was just me by myself doing this, like, I mean, my insanity is probably that hardcore, but you make it all worth it being here doing this with me. Otherwise, again, I'm by myself doing this, which just is not fun. So the thingy mabobber I did not show in the poll is because they only let us have 4 thingy mabobbers. Is, let me see, Skull Breaker, we're gonna do that last of all of these because I really want to get into the NyQuil chicken part of it. So let me see where I have the
Can't believe
cheapest.
that's still a thing on TikTok. God.
Yeah.
What?
This NyQuil chicken.
Oh, that's a TikToky thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you not heard of it?
No.
Okay, so well,
It's
that's
absolutely
exactly.
insane.
This is exactly why
Are
we're
you
going
kidding
over
me?
this bullshit.
When I was sitting here and I told Prince before he went home what the subjects, the subject of today's stream was the TikTok, deadly TikTok challenges. And he was on the phone with one of his friends, and those two are sitting there telling me, "Oh, there's this one, and there's this one, and there's this one, and there's this one, and there's this one." I'm like, "There, what?
There's a whole bunch on there.
Yeah, well, that's why we're going over 6 today.
Holy shite.
Because there's been 6 deadly TikTok challenges that have actually been around the country. Sorry. The world that have like caused mass deaths. And I didn't want to go over this, but like.
And apparently obviously this one's not causing anybody's death. It could.
Actually, it has.
No, the one I'm about to say.
Oh.
It hasn't caused anybody's death. I mean, it could if you got the wrong teacher, but apparently the newest one is running and punching your teacher in the face.
Yeah, we're gonna go over that in a second. It's part of the skull crack challenge.
I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Whatever happened to just taking apart your teacher's car and putting it back together in the cafeteria?
Right?
Or like serially, just like a fake prank. What the fuck is going on?
Or just putting a whoopee cushion on their chair so when they sat down it farted and just stuff like that.
I still like taking apart the car and putting it back together in the cafeteria, but sure, we can go with the whoopee cushions.
Okay, so really quick before we go into this, my stepdad helped his friend take apart his ex's VW Bug, and they reassembled it in her living room.
Jeez.
Because she was gone for 2 weeks. So she came home and opened up her front door, and her VW Bug was sitting on it, and she was able to turn the key and start it up because they had done everything.
Oh, it put everything perfectly back. Wow.
Yeah. But how the hell did she get it out?
She had to get She had to hire mechanics to
disassemble it and reassemble it. Oh,
yeah. You know how much money it costs to get somebody to unassemble a car and reassemble a car? It's not even worth it. You might as well just junk the car at that point.
You might as well junk the whole apartment at that point.
Probably was cheaper just to take the wall off the front of the house and drive.
I would have just drove through the wall.
Well, it would have been cheaper. It would have been cheaper to have given it a bathtub to carry and push it out the window.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Let me get back to. So here we blow, ladies and gentlemen. If anybody asks you to cook meat with a NyQuil would not be a stimulant, it would be a
suppressant.
Suppressant. Yeah. If anybody asks you to cook your meat in a suppressant, that is a major red flag right there. Okay.
Especially the idea of a depressant is it slows your heart rate down.
And it makes,
now, let's say you've had alcohol, that's a depressant. Let's say you're on medication. They can be depressants. Literally mixing this with anything else as is dangerous interactions, let alone like the other reasons that go into why the NyQuil chicken is bad. Like
So right quick, if somebody convinces you to cook your meats in a stimulant, you better hope that they have a dungeon set up and consent. You have a safe word and all that fun stuff. Because I'm totally down with that. But never eat something that is a depressant in it, other than turkey. Obviously, it has tryptophan or whatever the freak it is, and it literally doesn't have enough to make you sleepy. The reason why they say that people get sleepy during Thanksgiving time is because you eat everything else.
Yeah.
It's
you're
not,
so
it's
full,
not,
your body's just like, go to sleep.
Yeah, well, you're eating sugars, starches, tryptophan, dark meat, light meat. You're eating so many things together. Your body's like, yeah, this is fucking great. Let's just
what
go
it
to
is
sleep,
is
honey.
when you eat big meals like that,
that's what
your
happens.
body will flood blood to the stomach to help digest it. That's what makes you tired.
Yeah, and and so like during Christmas, New Year, so many other times of the year, you will have these times where you're eating a crap ton, and then that same thing happens. You go into a comatose state. The body does. It's like how bears hibernate when they get flooded with all of the everythings at once. Their body goes, "Oh yeah, we can just go to sleep for a hot minute now." It's just the way that mammals work. So many mammals that go through the process of semi-hibernation, hardcore hibernation, and just when you eat a lot of stuff, you will go sleep for a hot minute for it to go turn into the fats that you would probably need for survival for later. It doesn't even matter if we're talking about winter. Your body just wants to store fat, and that's why, unfortunately, we're now going through a problem of the world becoming fat. People don't understand that that's what the body's supposed to do, and there's ways to help with that. Doesn't mean that everybody, and yes, there is DNA, and we're not going to talk about that right now, but let's go into why you should not eat chicken cooked in NyQuil. And if you don't understand this concept, god damn it, I really don't. But here we go. You should all know why we should not be doing this. Yeah. YouTube, we do not believe in people eating NyQuil chicken.
Chicken in NyQuil.
Listen to this new warning from the FDA. They are urging people not to cook chicken with NyQuil.
There was a TikTok for cooking.
Yes, telling you do not do this, right? The FDA is out with this new warning against chicken cooked in NyQuil.
This? No.
So now this guy is, no, I'm just kidding. Here we go.
This is NyQuil. Safe.
By far the most viral of these was this now deleted video posted by user IG Rob Flow.
My wife got sick last night, so I'm cooking up some NyQuil chicken.
But of course his spawned others. Cue the onslaught of enraged and confused media coverage.
The FDA has a big warning. Not sure who needs to hear this, but don't cook chicken in NyQuil.
Now let me be clear right off the bat. Using medicine as a marinade for your food is a terrible idea. I think that kind of goes without saying. But just to be sure we're thorough here, here's why it's such a dangerous idea. First off, the recommended dosage for NyQuil is 30 milliliters.
Which is like a little itty bitty cup.
That little cup they give you, yeah.
You're putting a whole bottle in there for it's not a marinade because there's not a binder in it, right? There's not something that's going to cause it to stick to it. It's kind of like when we made the Code Red eggs, hard-boiled eggs. There was nothing that was binding. Yeah, there's nothing binding the Code Red to it per se. But we still got doses of all of that stuff in it, right? I mean, it did burn off some of it, but it didn't bind it to it.
Every hours and half that dose for kids under 12. A standard bottle of the stuff is more than 11 times the recommended dosage. So if you're dumping it all into a pan and frying it up, there's a near guaranteed overdose waiting to happen. Also, the idea of just eating half the chicken to get half the dose of NyQuil that you put in isn't foolproof. Whenever you marinate or saute a chicken like this, the spread isn't going to be uniform. You might have noticed this when eating. Most food products are heterogeneous, meaning they're not complete.
I'll get, if they don't go over, I'm going to go over something that
the same throughout. And that's especially true of something like a piece of
Yeah,
chicken,
so
where
it's
the
not
lean meat,
mixed
the
in
fat,
there
and the skin not
properly.
only
It's
have
not
different
mixed.
flavors as you eat them, but different properties that affect how they absorb ingredients. There's also the fact that what seems like a small amount of NyQuil might actually result in a much higher concentrated dose after you boil it. Just like letting a sauce simmer on the stove will thicken it up, NyQuil's active ingredients will become a much larger portion of the overall stew if you simmer or boil.
Oh, I thought it
And
was going
can
to be
we
the
just
opposite.
say, for anybody who's taken NyQuil, why would you want your chicken to taste like that?
I know. It's
I've
nasty.
never had NyQuil before, but I remember when this came out, and like there were such serious issues that, like, yeah, it thickens up, it makes things stronger. Also, a big thing, vapors. A lot of it goes into it, becomes vaporized, and you inhale it. You're not just eating it. And also, this is something that not a lot of people know. So most people think when you've got a tablet that's safe to be broken, that if you just snap it in half, you're getting half the dose.
Of it. Yeah.
That's not what tends to happen. There's no way for them to ensure that
It's
once
half,
the dose is mixed with the binding agent, that it's a uniform, again, it's not a uniform spread across the entire pill. So one side may have more than the other. It's not necessarily 50-50. Same with this. You don't know what's gone where, and you don't know if it's absorbed more of one bit of it, the chemical, than the other. Like,
yeah,
I know we're being overly thinking this, but my God.
Okay,
Like,
but Vila, how do they then can they say that every tablet has the same dosage?
because they know that every tablet has the exact same dosage.
Yeah, that's
in that
different.
pill. They
They
know they just cannot say how it's spread out.
So you say they mix it per tablet?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yes and no, but they still know the version of how much they have in it, but it's not proportionate completely, unless there are tablets that have different markers in there to say they can be broken into different sections. That's different.
If you
but
read
anyways,
it normally says it has, like,
you
it's
need to
within a
take-
certain amount of gray area.
okay.
So
If
sometimes
you're-
they can have slightly more, sometimes they can have slightly less.
if you're taking a tablet or a pill that says do not break this or chew it or blah 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 yakety schmackety, that means that you need to take the whole thing in a certain way they tell you.
Yeah, normally because they've got a gastro-resistant lining on it.
There you go. Yeah,
because
exactly.
it's meant to have a slow release. If you break
Inside of
that
you, yeah,
seal
totally. Then it
of the
does not do what it's supposed-
gastro-resistant layer, you will get the entire dose immediately. You will overdose.
Yeah, and
I have to take those kinds of pills, so I'm very paranoid about it.
And let's just say really quick before we get into the side chat doing stuff. When we were taking slow release Adderall pills, it was a big pill with little itty bitty dots inside of it, right? And those were all supposed to burst in certain ways to give you the full 8-hour dosage you're supposed to get through the pill. If you went and opened the pill, took all those dots, put them down, crushed them up, and snorted them, you got the whole thing in one dosage. That was not the That was not the, you know what I'm saying?
Not how you do that.
Yeah,
that's definitely
and that's
not what
right?
he's telling anyone to do.
No. But that's what I'm getting at is
that was stupid.
You take the pills the way they're supposed to be done to get the proper response for the time period. You know, so yeah, do it the right way. Take the pill they tell you to do it, not the street way or whatever. You know what I'm
and
saying?
if the doctor says it's safe to break in half, that's fine. But
don't take the recommendations of your physician at the time and or the pharmacist that you get it at when you're buying it from them as well.
And,
the gentleman on the street corner that tells you to like do in the butt before you give him the $50 thing, and then he gives you these tablets and he says, never mind, don't do it that way.
And to be honest, your pharmacist is probably more knowledgeable about the medicine than your doctor is.
Yes,
most likely
because
what
they study and only what they study.
Exactly. So that's why you follow the directions of your pharmacist on how to do it, and that's why I usually do hard. Never mind.
No,
what if my pharmacist is telling me to put it up my butt?
Well, then you do it.
Queen, we're not talking about your street. About your.
I mean, when I was when I was in New Mexico and I was at that doctor's house and she told me to do that coffee enema, I didn't ask twice. I said, yes, you're a doctor. So, you know.
At least it's coffee, not piss.
Well, that happened as a therapy later, and we'll talk about that later. We're not going to.
That's because he allegedly Dave was his doctor at the time.
We're not going to talk about that on this stream.
Just because a pill has, like, you know, the line where you see you can snap it in half, that doesn't mean you can snap it in half for a half dose. That's meant to be to make it easier to swallow.
And and to crush up and stuff in the crushers and thingy bobbers.
Yeah.
So once again,
it's weird.
Ask the doctor the best form, and they will tell you, please don't break up this thing to take it in multiple things. You know, who is eating mustard on our screen?
Who is wet farting?
Exactly. I mean, I know you didn't take your suppository properly, sir. But
listen,
okay,
just because I started talking about taking something in the butt doesn't mean you got to do it on stream, people.
Exactly. We'll do that later. So
I'm just
really
grabbing
quick,
some sausages, okay?
Okay. So really quick, somebody
To put in your butt.
For Doorknob Head. Will you read this, please? So I don't have to yet.
Who's going to read it?
Whoever put it up.
Oh,
okay.
That would be me. My meatloaf is pretty good. Could use some NyQuil too, though.
There we go.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Doorknob Head, and hey,
Brainless, have
Joe.
you been drinking, dear?
He has been. Yes. Joe from Detroit. Welcome. And then NyQuil flavored chicken. Yes, that's what we were getting at. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get back to that.
And that's why I said, anybody who's taken NyQuil, why would you want to want your chicken to taste like it? That's gross.
I have no idea, but here we go.
Because it was on TikTok. Come on, that's how these things work.
Oh, did I unshare it somehow? Oh, it did unshare for somehow. Okay, so here we blow. We're gonna get into the rest of this, and then we have so many things to go over.
Boil it back in a bigger pot. All of this is without even mentioning the steam. According to the FDA, quote, inhaling the medication's vapors.
Yeah, so if you're like cooking it and you're standing over it, you're gonna fucking get all the fumes from it. Duh. I mean,
right.
Like, if you don't know how fumes work, then like, I have a bridge to sell you, or I want you to come over and smell this rag I have for you.
Right.
Anyways, let's keep
going. Well, cooking could cause high levels of the drug to enter your body.
Sometimes the steam really makes you sleepy.
Yeah,
Not only
no kidding.
All of us already understood, but you shouldn't even be cooking it for the memes, and not just because it's a waste of delicious chicken. Memeing on it is inherently risky. But here's the twist to the story, friends. And yeah, normally I save the twist to the end of the script, but today, this whole episode is the twist. You see, NyQuil chicken isn't the real story here. It's not the most dangerous part of this whole thing. The most irresponsible thing to come out of the entire stupid trend, which isn't even a trend, but we're going to talk about that, are the news stories themselves. Their selective reporting, their fear-mongering, and their overall coverage have taken something that was a non-issue and suddenly exploded.
So it really didn't do anything to anybody, but like, you don't do it, please. But it did get fear-mongered on, and that's one of the reasons why we do some of these things. Like, I know I said deadly TikTok challenges, but I wanted to go over this because it was one of the more popular things that is happening right now. And
See, I'd heard about hospitalizations for it, not deaths. That people had got very sick, that they'd passed out, that they'd hurt themselves passing out, like they'd hit their head or something. Random things like that.
Sure. But let's go over the actual news of it really quick.
Yeah, didn't they do the same with like fucking Tide Pods?
And then we'll go over all of that, and then we're gonna go over Tide Pods a little bit in later. Kind of I have other things to go over, but we will go over Tide Pods for a little bit.
a major threat. You see, this is how the news media has been covering the whole NyQuil chicken story.
A new social media challenge is encouraging young people to cook their poultry in NyQuil.
Can't believe we're talking about that.
It is strange that we're talking about it, but it tells you something about the world we live in now. Some people might actually believe it. So please do not cook your food in NyQuil.
The news bills it as a challenge that people are actively engaging in, and they repeatedly show silent clips of the videos in question, except none of that is actually.
Yeah, but literally there's only like a small handful of people that have. Everybody that seems to have done this has never eaten it. They just did it as a TikTok challenge so they could get clout or to get like numbers and followers and blah, blah, blah.
Actually true. Let's look at each of those step by step.
Yeah,
well, at first glance, the NyQuil chicken videos might look like your typical TikTok recipe. Actually, listening to the narration of the original video makes it clear that this is anything but serious.
Usually I use about, 4/3 of the bottle. If it's your first time
He said, usually, I know, it's fake.
I'm doing this, you can get away with using about a fifth. Let it sit there and sizzle for about, 5 to 30 minutes.
So it should be obvious for everyone that this is a joke, right? 4/3 of a bottle, 5 to 30 minutes. It's a parody. It should be.
Yeah, and once again, it's being jovial in these ones, but here we blow.
Obvious to everyone that this is meant to be a joke. And if that didn't give it away, the final line of the video certainly does.
Boom, NyQuil chicken, bone apple teeth.
Oh yeah, and that's a hair straightener that
Bone apple teeth. And then he's got the thing in there.
Using instead of kitchen tongs. All of it should make it clear that this is 100% parody for the
parody,
lulz, not intended for human consumption. And yet the news media cuts out all the audio. The context is left on the cutting room floor, and all that's left is what seems to be a worryingly serious trend. But here's the kicker. IG Rob Flow's obviously satirical TikTok video was uploaded on September 4th of 2020, more than 2 years ago. Back then, the
And then all of a sudden now it's a trend. Like
Yeah, but
6 months ago.
No,
or
I
something?
heard about the trend in 2020.
Okay.
But it's also like there is people that are gonna see it and not notice that it is.
Yeah, that it's already been a thing. Yeah,
Of course,
Because
of
it's
course.
been around for a while.
Of course.
Like,
But now that we're gonna
we
get-
noticed, like when you listen to it, like, oh yeah, he uses 4/3. Like,
Okay.
there's a lot of people that will not even understand that.
Yeah, okay. Well, now we're going to get into the trend of it and what actually happened from him doing this, okay? And that's part of the importance. And how the media blew this up way bigger than it should have been because nothing. But let's just watch and I want to get to like actual. I thought this was the fun one to start with because it's like not really that bad comparatively to the other ones. So let's just watch a little bit more to see how the trend progressed.
video didn't take off. It only went January of this year because of a reaction video by YouTuber.
Yeah, and so like I said, I just said, kind of 2 years ago it wasn't that big, but then this happened and it blew it up.
Action Jackson sharing the video to explain why this is a bad idea and why you would be an idiot to do anything like this.
It's not good for you. Please don't do this, children at home. Please.
Please.
In the weeks after Action Jackson dunked on this whole year-old take another.
And so that's when I started hearing about this, was around this time when it started spiking here. Not before, but now, then.
When? 2021. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like it had gone viral now.
Well, we're at almost 2022, but it has been months now that since this happened, where this gentleman made the review.
Words, the actual trend here, the fad that's getting attention and clicks and views, isn't cooking NyQuil chicken, it's the mocking of NyQuil chicken and talking about how stupid of an idea this is. And this is how the trend has always been. NyQuil chicken is not a new thing on the internet. Well, sure, the chicken has recently gotten renewed attention thanks to a TikTok video. The idea actually has its origin dating back to April 2017.
So from 2017 was
That's
the
quite a while
beginning
back.
of this. But again, things don't become a trend until certain things happen. So this is going to become a trend, but let's keep blowing up.
17, where an anonymous poster made what they called sleepy time chicken, referring to the fact that one of the active ingredients in NyQuil is doxylamine, which causes drowsiness. Cue, of course, a thread of responses expressing shock, horror.
There also was something at this time where people were saying to give this to you, your first time date that came over, so they'll pass out. Never mind. It was, yeah.
and amusement. Any idea
because it's on like a 4chan thing with anonymous people. They were saying as a joke, give this to your significant other or your first time date coming over, so she'll fall asleep. Yeah,
folks, that kind of reaction is going to spread. And sure enough, it made its way to Twitter several weeks later when Twitter user Tristan reposted several of the images from that original thread with the caption, "If she makes you NyQuil chicken, do not let her."
Yeah, see, if she makes you NyQuil chicken, do not let her go. So it was about a woman, supposedly a woman, making this to make sure her date passed out so she could take advantage of him, or do the Kathy Bates thing and tie him up after he passes out and never let him go, break his legs and his knees and all that stuff. So it became this like weird.
That's something you're not supposed to do.
Date rapey thing, which yes, we are not promoting date rape or whatever, but that's the beginning of this, and that's what we're trying to get at. Like, it's not dangerous or deadly TikTok trend, but the beginnings of this is this fucking weird.
Go. We'll get another wave of disgust and mockery.
But why is it being boiled? Instead of her saying this is creepy, and then I feel ill, and then.
But here's the thing: in every instance, the original thread.
And then he's going to get into why he gets even weirder with his trend.
Twitter feed, this new video, everyone instinctively knows that this is a stupid idea. In fact, based on our research, there has never been an intent to actually eat this thing, real or other.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know if anybody's ever eaten any of this.
As a result, none of the posts that I just talked about, or any of the ones that I've been able to find using related keywords, refer to this as a food challenge. The trend here is, haha, funny chicken mean good, not am I man enough to eat this.
Oh, God damn it. Sorry. And nobody's ever supposedly gone to the hospital for it yet, or any other cases of anything other than it just being fake.
And survive. Classifying it as an eating challenge has largely seemed to be an invention by the media. In short, this is just the Tide Pod story all over again. A mountain of media coverage over a molehill of something that was a meme that everyone largely recognized as a joke. In all of my extensive research on the subject, I've been able to find mountains of coverage interviewing numerous doctors about the hypothetical dangers of eating NyQuil chicken, but no actual reports of people who were hurt or hospitalized or who got sick as a result of trying the stuff.
So that's all we really need to go into that, because he's just going to kind of reiterate that a little bit more. Nothing ever happened from that. So
yeah, no, but I do kind of get like the FDA saying it and putting out a warning. If they don't, and people do eat it, they're probably screwed.
Did a handful of people
say, like, I do believe the news blew it out of proportion and all that shit, but I highly doubt that no one ever tried it.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone did try it, actually.
So that's what I wanted to get at was, yes, did a handful of people try it? Did it make people kind of sick? Yes. But do we have any real reports of anything other than it just being a myth happening? No. Yes, people probably did. Just like the Satanic Panic. Did a handful of people like sacrifice people because they were psychotic and they thought the devil was talking to them? Totally.
Yeah, and then a load of teenagers heard the say. Yeah, like a load of teenagers heard the Satanic Panic shit. Like, oh my god, let's sacrifice a cat to our Lord Satan.
Just that's exactly what these trends are to some extent for that one.
Mm-hmm.
But the things we're going to get into next are not as fun. So I'm sorry, but I couldn't not go over these things being what we do and how we try to present things to help hopefully cause more people to not hurt themselves. And I did not see this until just now. Hey, Clockwork Rex. Welcome. Cheers, broast, and all that fun stuff. I'm glad you're here. I hope you're still here. The next thing, Bobber, I wanted to go over was what's next?
Angel of Death.
Okay.
Yeah, Angel of Death.
Cheebus. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try this first. Yeah, it's gonna be in here.
Whose song is that again? Angel of Death.
Angel of Death. Oh.
I don't know.
At least I got to put it in my list.
As of right now, the only person I know that's ever saying that is Slim. So
No.
Before that, I didn't know anybody did.
What challenge is next? Sorry.
Angel of Death.
Jeez.
Angel of Death by Slayer. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. It's this one on this. Oh, Jeebus. I don't. Yeah. Son of a beast. Every time I see that playlist that I have for this stuff, for what we're going to do in the future, I just want to kick myself in the face sometimes. Okay. So we're going to go with
people
the
do realize he has some of those playlists public. So if you want to look up some of the clips he's used, you can look that up. He's got it somewhere.
Yeah, if you go to my channel and you go to playlists, you can look up all of this stuff before we do it. So you can have a tiny bit of knowledge or understanding of what we're doing before. So what
and also for the music that he uses.
Exactly. So what I'm going to do
Baby
right
love?
now. Yes, my sexy butt.
I could send our son a link, right?
Of course you can. As always, there's no way that. I'm never going to say no to that. Again, just warn me before he comes in when I'm talking about piercing my balls.
Right?
I mean,
anyway, so here we go.
he deserved it.
I know, and he thinks he's an adult when we go over these things until he hears me say stuff like that. So what we're gonna do right quick is I need to make sure I need to go over here. I need to stop my camera, and I am Mango, of course, and change that. There we go. I'm going to mute myself for just a second. I'm going to share this. I'm going to play it, and we'll go over it as soon as I get back, which will be in 30 seconds. But if you don't know what this is, just listen to the whole of it. I mean, be inside of it. I mean, just listen. Did I do the wrong sharing? Yeah, I did the sharing of the wrong thing, I think. Yep, I totally did. Give me just a second. I have to pee. I have to pee so bad that my brain is filled with
Doorknob
urine.
Head said instead of Pierce Morgan, it's Pierce Organ.
And I did it totally the same thing again. Son of a bee sting because my brain is not working. I gotta pee.
Babe, why don't you go pee first and then maybe you can do it the right way?
You're right, Prince of.
Hey, Prince.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay. So
Hello.
here we blow.
This next TikTok challenge originated a few years ago, although it would eventually reach its peak in popularity in mid-2022. And it is probably the most dangerous and deadly challenge featured in this video, known as the Angel of Death Challenge. The Angel of Death Challenge was mostly popular in Indonesia, the country the challenge originated from. And it involves TikTokers running and jumping in front of moving vehicles that are driving towards them. However, the challenge earlier, the vehicle stops before hitting the person who failed to jump over the vehicle. While I can't show you guys any videos that feature the challenge due to it being extremely dangerous, I can tell you guys that there have been fatalities resulting from this challenge. One of the most infamous fatalities that resulted from the Angel of Death challenge happened in Indonesia when two teenage boys lost their lives after attempting to run and jump over a truck that was heading towards them, which caused them to suffer skull injuries that killed them instantly. And it is also known that 14 other kids also participated in the challenge alongside them, although most of them were just injured and would eventually recover, while a few of the 14 other kids would not be injured at all after participating in the challenge. Another infamous fatality happened in 2021 when a 13-year-old who attempted the challenge, along with 8 other teenagers, died after he and 2 of the 8 other teenagers were
So yeah,
Yeah, okay. That was that. People, don't be stupid. Okay, next subject.
Dumb.
Holy fuck.
Never played chicken with cars. Never ended
How
well.
did anybody think that was anything close to being smart at all? Like for any reason? Like what the fizzity just happened? I don't.
Okay.
Son of a beast.
First off, this is Gen Z. First off, this is Gen Z. The internet can impact a lot of people because they're just stupid. Just like
Hey, hold on. Yeah, I get you, son. But the other thing was, you got to forget when we were teenagers doing drugs. Like my homie, we would drive around in his VW bus, like we were gods. Like we would run into things. We would like crash into things. Yeah, I understand feeling like you're invincible, but do you understand? They don't. Oh God, son of a beast! It's like a train can't stop in like a half a mile. It takes a half a mile for it to stop or something like that. It's insane that this is even a thing. Like that somebody's brain can even get close to thinking that they couldn't. Okay. Let's just keep
I get you, Slim.
I can't. What was the next subject? The next thing.
The next one was the Kool-Aid man one.
Oh yeah.
One thing we have to remember too is people that are doing these challenges are usually their brains aren't fully developed yet.
Well, that's the problem with the kids.
Teenagers, pretty much.
With kids, that's the problem with kids.
Coming from a kid.
When your brain doesn't get fully developed until you're 25, so it explains a lot.
You totally are still a kid.
You are still a kid.
Later.
You're just not a minor. There's a difference.
Goodness, great. Okay, just because I act like a kid doesn't mean anything.
No, you are a kid.
Because I know for damn sure. I know for damn sure that y'all act like a kid all the time.
Okay, so
that's right.
Like a
you
kid.
can be a kid. You can be a kid at any age.
Immature? Never.
No. How dare
All right, here we go.
Okay, so what we're going to go over right quick is there's a couple other things that we didn't go over, and we're going to go over them as well, just because I came across them first, and then we'll go over the rest of the subjects. I just like everybody to vote in a poll, and every time you all interact with us in the side chat, it makes it so we get seen more on the front pages of things, and our algorithm goes further up the more you interact, even though like we're one of the smallest freaking channels on the interwebs, but by doing that you help us. So what we're going to do really quick is just fastly go over like two things that I want to talk about.
He can say Al Gore from the Eurythmics right, but he can't say interweb right.
Which is the fire challenge. Hold on. I don't feel like it was very, very loud, so we're gonna go ahead and amp up the volume on this, and here we go. This is the fire challenge on TikTok.
The first TikTok challenge that I would discuss is the fire challenge, which involves applying a flammable substance such as alcohol or gasoline to one's body and setting it on fire. This is often done as a stunt for the purpose of creating a viral video. The goal is to typically extinguish the flames as quickly as possible, but this can be difficult and often leads to serious injury or death. Lots of people have been seriously injured or killed as a result of attempting this challenge. One such victim of the fire challenge was a 12-year-old girl called Tamara Landers, who was peer pressured by friends to try and replicate the fire challenge from a video they saw.
49% of her body is burnt. She is on the ventilator. She's on a feeding tube. They had to shave all her hair off.
Tamara Landers has now fully recovered from the challenge, but not without burn marks and scarring as a result of the challenge.
Okay, so that's the fire challenge, and what you are supposed to do is like put ignitant all over your body and then light yourself on fire for that challenge.
So stupid.
Can you all not hear the video well enough?
It's real quiet.
It's really low, but
really fast.
Are we actually doing a challenge where you are fucking cosplaying an honor killing?
Yeah, exactly. No,
Like,
totally.
what the
That's
fuck?
exactly what
Women
this is.
literally do
that's
that.
what that is.
Women do that in certain fucking countries to make
Yeah.
a political statement, and other times it is done to women because they've pissed a man off or the family member off, something ridiculous.
And
And we're acting
recently,
like that's so fun to play.
and recently, a college student in like Minnesota, I think, and we're going to go over that tomorrow for news. He had mental problems and he lit himself on fire in the middle of a college campus.
Oh, jeez.
It was supposed to be in protest, supposedly, but he did have mental problems. So we're going to go over that.
Like
so that's
Slim.
like, I don't know if there's a connection to this, but like, that's why I wanted to go over this.
Like
Yes.
Slim, as a carny, right?
Yeah.
You know, you've met with people, maybe even you know how to do things like fire point, fire
I do all of it.
fire breathing.
I do all of that, yeah.
Yeah. So you know how particular it is to have the right accelerant
In the right
to
places.
do that
on the
with.
right
You
things.
cannot just use anything. You have to
No,
use
yeah.
a particular type of fluid because it doesn't just need to be the right fluid. From what I gather, at least, it doesn't need to just be any fluid. There's a particular one because it has a low burning point.
So
because if you've got a liquid on you and it has a high burning point, it's still going to burn you. It's still going to be hot on your body.
Yeah.
So the way that yes, definitely, Vila. So the way that you breathe fire, you're going to use a certain liquid, a certain ignitant. To do fleshing, you use something else. To do fire eating, you may use something else. There is other things that you do to use to cause different effects. It's not just one thing. And the number one thing that I have seen, that I know firsthand, and yes, will somebody put that back up, please?
I don't even know which one it was.
So there was a Buddhist monk back in the day that did it. Yes, and there's been other people that have done it, but the most famous one is the front of the album cover for Rage Against the Machine, where the Buddhist monk had lit himself on fire.
Yep.
He was there, but some gentleman did it the other day. Tomorrow we're going to go over that. So let me not stall further into this, because we're getting into the dangerous challenge of as soon as it gets in.
The Kia challenge is a TikTok challenge popularized in 2021, where mostly teens would post videos of themselves going on joyrides in stolen Kias and Hondas.
The Kia challenge.
Cars, allowing them to...
All right, so we're gonna try to not exactly tell you how this works. We'll go ahead and put you there, Prince.
It's really hard to understand what the dude's saying, to be honest.
You want me to slow it down?
There was one I remember seeing a couple years ago, and it was where kids were like holding
25.
other kids in the chest and pushing on their chest so they couldn't breathe, making them pass out.
We're
like
doing
against
that
a wall.
Remember that one? We're doing that.
There was also
second,
one.
Oh, you are? Okay.
We're doing that. That's the blackout challenge.
Okay.
Well,
That's
one
what
that
we're
I
doing in a
know
minute.
that isn't.
Hold on. Go ahead, Prince.
One that I know that isn't that dangerous, but could be like it's a crime. Was Devious Licks, which was just kids stealing things from schools. I don't know how the hell they were able to get the stuff from
I
out
remember
the
that.
Yeah,
but they took
that
toilets,
was very
doors,
big because I watched
journals.
quite a lot.
Yeah, well, we're going
I
over
watched
deadly
quite a lot of
ones.
teachers on TikTok, and they were talking about it and how it had gotten so bad that teachers were losing so much money. The schools were losing so much money because they needed to replace it. And this started during lockdown, mostly in America, where people were like, the kids were bored and lockdown and shit, and they were stealing so much stuff.
Yeah.
And then for a deadly one, at least, there was the Momo challenge. It was pretty much where it was a weird concept. I'm not fully I don't fully remember, but apparently
I believe we covered it. I believe we covered it at
What was it called?
Yeah, Momo was fake. Yeah, Momo was fake. However, the idea of the Momo one was sort of loosely based on Blue Whale, and Blue Whale was real.
Yeah. Okay, so
Blue
let's
Whale
look.
is scary.
Yes. Shani's blue whale vagina is very scary.
Maybe
I thought it
that's
was a
not
gray
blue,
whale.
it's gray.
Well, she
gray
was
whale.
blue until it lost all the capacity to hold blood
It was
in the
grey, now it's
vascular
blue.
areas. No, it was blue. Now it's gray, and so she was a blue whale. Now she's a gray whale, and we'll go over that in the near future. So this is very, very dangerous. I'm gonna try to get a little bit past like how this is done, because like I don't exactly want to show how it was done, even though it's very, very easy to figure out how it was done. And you should not do this because so many people have died doing this. But we'll get to this part of it right now.
Peaked with 67% of motor vehicles that were stolen that year in Milwaukee being either Kia or Hyundai. The problem got so bad that a national class lawsuit was filed against the automakers. So it alleged that the cars manufactured between 2011 and 2021 by Kia
So
and
people
Hyundai
were
were made
easily
without
able to do
which
this.
prohibits the cars from being hot-wired and stolen. The lawsuit was seeking monetary damages against the Korean automakers, as well as a nationwide recall of all vehicles affected. The situation got to the point where police were giving away steering wheel lockers in places most affected, like Milwaukee, and local news and videos online circling at the time were starting to cover ways to prevent your cars from being stolen. The group was formed due to the popularity of the Kia challenge called the Kia Boys, would steal cars and then go on joyrides and post on
Kia
social media.
Boys.
A lot of the time this would lead to dangerous driving, which endangers lives.
How do you actually steal a Kia? Is it an easy process?
Hell yeah.
Could you show us how it looks to steal a car?
I can show you inside your car.
Okay, let's do a simulation of him stealing my car.
You got a flathead. You stick your flathead right here.
Okay, so let's get to her talking about this.
One of
Again,
the
I'm
teams
not trying to
featured
show
in the
how to do
recent
it.
So-called Kia Boys documentary is now
You can
charged.
totally figure out how to steal a Kia if you want, but we're not going to
Right.
be running that.
Or another
Investigators
older
say
car.
17-year-old Markel Hughes was identified as the driver of the red Kia captured in the video.
How the hell was he able to drive, dude?
Are you sure he was driving recklessly and not just wonkily?
I was gonna say,
No, he did not know how to drive straight because of his
reckless
eyeballs. I'm sorry.
Not
I'm
just
sorry.
because he was seeing 3 different streets at the same time.
Well, that's why you have your homie in the passenger seat that has the other wonky eye, so that you can see to never mind.
You both close your wonky eye and you still got 2 good eyes.
You just use each other's wonky eye together. Okay, but so what they're showing here is Kia Hyundai related thefts, and like it went to 6% to 20 to 67 to 59, right? Because there was this flaw inside of the system to be able to do it. And then what people were doing is once they were stealing the Kias, they were driving them to destroy them in TikToks to like show how badass they were or some bullshit like that.
Kia and Hyundai cars are being stolen, most likely due to the fact that the newer Kia and Hyundai models don't have the security flaws of the challenge abuses.
Yeah, and so they took out the security flaws. Security systems to make it so they could not be started that way. And that's why we got to this. But if you look at 2021, 10,471 cars were stolen. And I think that's in just Milwaukee Police Department. That's just in Milwaukee.
These kids were so bored.
I know.
With
that's exactly
lockdown,
what
like
happened.
these people were so bored.
Yeah, and Demon has a good tip. In the US, drive
Manual. Yep.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that can't steal it.
Mm-hmm.
They can't drive it.
Well,
agree.
The problem that I have is finding Emmanuel that will let me use him as an engine and give me consent.
May I add something that shows?
Yeah.
All right. So
would you like to share? Would you like to share something? Is that what you're asking, son?
Yeah.
I want to say something.
Yeah, so just go ahead and share it, and I will unshare.
No, not share, not share. I don't mean that. I mean tell something.
As long as you keep your clothes on, then you can do whatever you like, son. I'm just kidding. I know. I'm just
He's the
being
only one allowed to be naked here.
Just go ahead. Just go ahead. I'm being a dumbass.
Anyway.
Go ahead.
It's fine. So one thing that it just crossed my brain, but one thing that does prove that the internet has like a big impact, especially on like kids or minors themselves, would be like the Slender Man thing. There was actually a
Yes,
whole
that is
thing where
insane.
two kids
It was
killed
two
their
girls
best
killed a
yeah,
third.
yeah,
Yes.
killed their
And said it
best
was
friend.
Slender Man.
Yeah, and
Son.
sacrificed it to Slender Man.
They tried to kill her. The girl actually lived.
Oh
Son,
yeah, that's right.
Son,
I don't
what
remember
you,
if she did.
Son, what you need to do is you need to do the research on that, and you need to come up with a live stream that you want to do to share all that information with us, because there's a lot more backstory to that. We've already went over
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit
And
on
as I
my
recall,
channel.
those two that did that had trial a
if
couple years ago.
I'm pretty sure I can do a lot of research with that.
If you come up with the research to do a video on that,
Mhm.
we can help you with that, or
Yeah.
you may be able to live stream it on our channel or on yours on with us. But anyways, maybe you let us know more information about that, because actually we know a lot of information about the Slender Man murders and the different versions and the court cases.
Yep.
But
Yeah. I also
And I have their
I know a
interviews
couple.
downloaded.
I think I know a
Me
couple
too.
more of like creepypasta stories that were actually like
well,
people
So-
tried to
so
make
what-
true.
Prince,
what-
I plan on doing
Hey, hold on, Mama. Hold on, Mom.
pasta thing anyways.
Oh,
So
hold on, Queen. Hold on, Queen. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to push our son into doing his own live streams and doing his own videos without our help, so that we can get his YouTube and Twitch channel up and going. So wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hold on. I have to do it this way.
Ring, ring, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
Okay, so anyways, let's keep going on. I think the next thing, Bobber, was the Blackout challenge, or what was the next thing?
Blackout.
Kool-Aid. We didn't do the Kool-Aid one.
We didn't do the Kool-Aid yet?
Yeah,
No.
we didn't do the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, okay. So Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah.
Okay, well let's
Because you said you wanted to go over the rest of those before we went into the Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to do other things before Kool-Aid, or are we doing Kool-Aid first?
You can do other things before Kool-Aid if it lines up like that.
Okay, well, Blackout Challenge is already happening, so I want to do that a little bit.
Okay, I'll do that.
Just because I have a tiny bit of information on this first, and while my brain, which is very, very small and smooth, is thinking about it, let's go over this.
Brain smooth? No jokes.
Brain? What is that?
Brain? What brain?
Right?
It well, I usually call him Brian because never mind. But,
Well,
Why
hey,
are you calling my dad?
Yeah, you know, just a little thing.
Go ahead.
Instead of calling my toilet John, I called it Jim. And now everybody's always very proud of me when I say in the morning I go to the gym.
Brian's been a very naughty boy.
You've
Sorry,
been a very
that was a
naughty
stupid dad
boy.
joke, but I like dad jokes.
We'll have that somewhere on a thingy-mabobber for a thing. So anyways, so here's the Blackout Challenge. When I was a teenager, we used to do this at parties, but there was not a challenge because we didn't have like iPhones and the phones that show us doing things.
Right.
We literally would just like go to parties as teenagers, do things, and what the older boys used to do to us younger boys was they would make us take off all our clothes, and they would push their hands on our neck and make us pass out, and when we woke up our butts ended up hurting. Never mind. No, I mean, what?
Oh,
No.
Jesus. Christ.
No, what happened was we used to go to, like, as teenagers, we would like go to parties and there was like no real drugs, right?
Right.
So the blackout challenge is what we did without knowing that there was a challenge.
Like
So
the
we'd all
the
pass each
blackout
other out pretty
challenge has
much,
been
right?
about for
I mean,
decades.
yeah,
Oh
no,
yeah.
this is nothing new. That's what I was getting at.
First it was
Yeah,
called,
it was
I
the
remember it.
legal way for kids to get high without their parents knowing.
Yeah,
I remember it from
exactly.
the 90s, and it was
Yeah.
called something dreaming.
Yeah,
And you literally had to do something with your breathing, taking in progressively less and less oxygen and breathing in more and more
You would hold your
CO2.
breath. Yeah,
And
hold your
like,
breath.
yeah, it would make
You'd
you
hold your breath a
dizzy.
little bit more after like 30 seconds. So you go,
Yeah.
and then you keep blowing out. And
That's
then
it.
eventually,
It was called American Dreaming.
There
So I
we go.
always wondered
Yeah,
where the
there we go.
fucking
There we
name
go.
came from.
Yeah. And then eventually somebody would hold the sides of your throat. And as soon as you fell down, they would let go. And then they would start pressing on your chest. And they would kind of wake you back up. And that's what we did to each other to do this thingy that they're calling a challenge now. But let's go over what actually happened, because
Alrighty then.
okay, so now this is what the challenge is nowadays.
Blackout challenge. It also goes by the choking game. This challenge is a dangerous activity.
Yeah, we call it like the choking something or whatever.
In which individuals intentionally restrict the blood flow to the brain in order to experience a brief high or euphoria. This is typically achieved by self-strangulation, suffocation, or hyperventilation. The game has been...
Well, we weren't using self-strangulation. It was like 3 dudes that were... Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, the one I knew about was self-strangulation and hyperventilation.
Yeah.
You did it by yourself, or you just around other people?
Yeah, we would do it ourselves, or at least I say
Around,
we. I
but
never did
around
it.
other people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
See,
the one
yeah.
I knew about was like you do it to yourself with like choking yourself and
Yeah,
or the weird
yeah,
breathing.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
no,
see-
no ox. The last one that wakes up didn't get the loop. Because then the
See-
first
And,
one woke
this
up.
was in
already
a
was in-
private girls' school as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So for me, it was a bunch of like really, really big hairy dudes that would like choke me out until never mind. No. It was just you would kind of do it to yourself, and once you would let go, people would kind of like help you back into coming back to life. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Don't do this though, please. Everything we're talking about, we're not for. We're talking about the deadly purposes of this, because
Ox, acid is my son.
yeah, and just doing this can like cause the brain damage from lack of oxygen to the brain.
Researched among kids on TikTok. Participating in the blackout challenge can have serious and potentially fatal consequences.
Yeah.
The brain requires a constant supply of oxygen in order to function properly, and even a brief interruption in the blood flow can cause irreparable damage, which can lead to comas, seizures, and even becoming brain dead, typically after 5 minutes, because too many brain cells have died as a result
After
of the lack
5
of
minutes.
oxygen. Additionally, the risk of injury from falls or other accidents is high when participating in the challenge, as participants often lose consciousness. Tragically, a lot of people have died as a result of this challenge. Even to this day, there are still kids dying because of this. The
And
situation
the
has
worst-
got to the point where families are trying to sue.
So
And
this is
sadly,
Go
in
ahead,
all
baby.
honesty, Ox, yes, he is an adult. He is 18 now. Sadly, this could be reason. This could have to do with a lot of the reasons that a lot of us have issues that we do.
Yeah, I mean, we did a lot of these weird
He
things
did a
that
lot
we
of
didn't understand
stupid
of.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Oh, the son of a bee thing. So we did Blackout before Kool-Aid Man, but
Yes, and
let's
That's
blow.
what I said.
I know, baby cheeks, but my brain just is getting up to what we're trying to fill in the holes of, and I'm trying to fill in all your holes, but it gives me a minute to like, here we go, which hole I got to fill in which peg first. Anyways, so let me find out where that thingy for the Kool-Aid challenge is, because I have a bunch of multiple thingies to figure out things for different challenges. I believe that came in this challenge. So give me just a second to look it up over here. Let me see if I actually have, I think I have a Kool-Aid challenge warning. Yeah, here's the Kool-Aid challenge warning.
Okay, show us what you got.
I'm almost there, sir.
Sir.
Ooh, getting formal, are we?
I know.
Well.
Come on, once you've been in the back door, you don't need to be formal.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to end that one. Go here and present this as here. And what is the Kool-Aid Man challenge? Police warn against TikTok trend. Police warn against the TikTok trend called the Kool-Aid Man Fence Challenge. What exactly is it? It's become popular and has even rise to multiple trends over the years where people and kids and others have been. Let's just get to it.
Let me guess. They're trying to run through chain link fences or wooden fences.
They're running through fences. Yes, they're.
Oh my God! No way!
They're forcing their ways through doors and fences and yelling, "Oh yeah!" as the Kool-Aid Man did in the
Jesus
ads.
Christ.
So 6 kids were ticketed for the criminal mischief as they went through this town, and they knocked down 6 different fences. So 6 males had knocked down a part of a fence and were captured catapulting in a recording scene by police. Identified 6 children participating in the trend from 12 to 18. Security camera shows 6 individuals that just jumped into a fence yelling that. And so that is a trend.
Oh my God.
And this is
Then
not
again,
the first time.
I would guess that this, since Kool-Aid is only America, it's only in America.
I hope so, but who fucking knows? I mean, I don't. Hey,
It could
Ren,
be. It could be like in Chinese too.
welcome. Well, as of right now,
they
it was
have
just
fences
in
in China.
Michigan or something like that. So
I'm sure they have fences
wasn't-
in China, but they probably don't have Kool-Aid.
China has no fences. Hashtag China has no fences. And yeah, like that doesn't happen. No, but let's see. Did we get to all of them? We did Skullbreaker. Did we do Skullbreaker?
Not yet.
No.
No.
The one thing I would love is if SWAT teams, when they go into your house to do a raid, they Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah!
Oh
So go
yeah!
through the door.
And that's how they get out of it.
Make it more fun.
Yeah, well, that's how they get out of it legally. They go to the Supreme Court. We yelled, "Oh yeah!"
They should know something else. The police.
Yeah, they should have known. Okay, now let's see. Skullbreaker is going to be still in Crazy Shite. I believe it's in this one.
Ox is saying, I heard that the guy doing videos of him dressing as an Arab and throwing backpacks at people finally got him killed.
Of who? Oh, I did not hear that right.
I didn't. I don't know. I have to look into it.
A guy dressing up as an Arab. And throwing backpacks at people.
Yeah.
Finally
Yeah,
got
I'm
him
sure
killed.
he did. No, I know. I think I know who you're talking about now. Yeah,
I've never heard of that, but like,
yeah, well,
I didn't either.
We may remind me, Ox in Discord, to go over that because we will go over that. Hey, Carl.
Hey, Carl.
Let's see if there's anybody else here that has not said hello to us. Say hi to us. So the next thing that I have to share is I so need a freaking new mouse, and I have one. I just need to change it out. Dangerous challenges. This is the Skull Breaker challenge. So let's go with this really fast.
Moving on to the next challenge, which is called the Skull Breaker Challenge. Also,
Okay, just give me just a millisecond. Okay, here we go.
moving on to the next challenge, which is called the Skull Breaker Challenge, also known as the Jump Trip Challenge, which is a dangerous and potentially life-threatening social media trend that started in early 2020, where 3 people stand side by side and 1 person jumps in the air, while the other 2 kick at their leg from underneath them. Participating in this challenge can result in serious physical injuries, such as skull fractures, concussions, broken bones. Head injuries in particular can be life-altering and can lead to long-term cognitive impairments. The problem with the Skull Breaker Challenge is that participating in the challenge are too young to fully understand the risks involved with such a challenge. And a lot of the time, the
Oh
victim
my
of the Skull
God.
Breaker Challenge is not aware that they are taking part in the challenge, but they think they're just jumping with friends for a regular TikTok video. This can be said about a 13-year-old boy from New Jersey who also didn't know he was participating in the challenge, just jumping with friends and ended up in hospital as a result of the challenge.
Oh, as parents, I would sue those other kids. I should, yeah, those.
They
As a
don't
parent,
know.
I would beat those other kids.
But they don't know. But yeah,
those
this is wrong.
those parents, the parents of those kids will pay for the medical bills.
I'm sorry, you mean they don't know that kicking someone is wrong? That literally
No,
kicking
they
someone's
do.
legs
But
out is
do
wrong.
they know? But do they know they're gonna hurt them that bad? I don't think they understand that concept yet. That's the problem. Is they think it's fun because they think they're just gonna barely hurt themselves when they really, really hurt themselves. That's the problem.
That reminds me of another challenge, actually.
Okay, hold on. Let's
It
watch
was-
the rest of this right quick, and then I'll let you talk, Prince.
Seizure with a traumatic brain injury and a concussion with loss of consciousness.
So that's pretty much that part. Don't do the Skull Breaker challenge. Is what we're
God.
what we're getting at is don't fucking do this bullshit. That's what we're trying to show you.
I was going
Go
to say
ahead.
now we know why the Darwin Awards exist to this day.
Exactly. And it's getting even worse with social medias.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Darwin Awards for sure. Okay, Prince, go ahead and say what you would like to say.
Okay, so first off, if my friends did that, once I recover, I'm kicking their asses because I don't play like
If
that.
you did.
Anywho,
Listen,
Fair enough.
you wouldn't have friends to come back to. So, anyways, go ahead.
Fair enough. But that does remind me of a different challenge where someone tried to like climb a wall of crates without
Yeah,
any
we have the
sort of like
crate
support.
challenge. Yeah.
I guess
I remember that
I was
one.
here in the beginning. I remember my aunt showing me that one and then showing how bad people got hurt because the crates, some of when you got to like the top, like they were really unsturdy, so they fell, and like this one person literally almost died from that because it was from a tall height coming down on some plastic like crates.
One as
Like,
well.
Yeah, and I might think that even started over here because like that's always been a big thing, stacking the crates and stuff, and even stacking them straight up and while standing on top of them. But that is done with safety stuff though. But like, yeah, because we get our beer in crates and actually pretty sturdy crates. So you could actually build something from it and it be
Yeah, well,
quite
these are
sturdy.
cheap plastic milk.
Yeah.
No, well, the major problem with these is they're made to stack on each other right side up, not upside down, and that's
Right.
the problem.
Right.
That's what I'm going to show right now, and this is the problem with these: is not that they're not doing it right; they're not being used properly. So here we blow, and this is the problem with
Oh
them.
yeah, but these are weak little crates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
They're
right
not
in that
made
center.
to be upside down.
They're not made to be
right
put
side
up right and that tall as well.
and they're made to
And
have
you shouldn't
something
be that
inside
damn
of
big
their
on top of them in the first place.
Right.
and you should not have
you
a
shouldn't be
400
standing on
pound-
one crate.
Yeah, exactly. And they're supposed to have things inside of them,
Yeah, to weigh them
weighting
down.
being up
Mhm.
right side up. And see, that's the thing, that way that these things work. You're using something improperly, and that's what happens right now. And this is why you should never do this.
Yep.
If you want to break your leg and fuck yourself up and be screwed up for the rest of your life, do this. If you don't do this shit. See, he got his punk ass up all the way up there, but then
go get the crazy, make it back up and down.
Here we below.
That's a long drop. Whole time you under a lot of pressure, so if you step the wrong way, you go.
And the crates he's using aren't real crates. This crate is not a real.
That's not
freaking, bottle thing. This is a fake crate you get from Walmart or you
Or
get
dollar
from,
store or something. Yeah.
So these are not the real crates you're supposed to be using anyways. The ones that have the things on the sides, that's real. Those are real crates. The rest of these are fake. So you're already fucking yourself up, homie, by not using ones that are anywhere close to being structurally sound. When I do sideshow or I do other type, when we do circus stuff and we buy products, I can't buy the fake version of those products. I have to buy the real versions of them through the right distributors. Otherwise, I don't do my stuff right, like this gentleman is about ready to do, which is wrong.
Going down. Look
As
at my
soon as he
man.
gets up, he's gonna fucking
like.
And now what do you think was gonna happen, dummy? Although he didn't.
He's lucky he was on grass when he did that.
Yeah.
He didn't step flat on it to get it. Nothing broke here. He didn't do it right. But once again, you have to use the right equipment to make it so that it works right properly. What you're doing for things like this.
That's a long drop. Boy. I thought she had it. Oh my!
She almost had it. But watch. I'm gonna slow this down a tiny bit and just watch what she fucking does with her feet.
She's stepping on the side of the crate.
She doesn't flat foot this shit.
Oh no, it's already.
See how she's.
What the hell?
You're on another video now.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was
There you
setting
go.
up one up, but it already put it up.
What?
No,
I set up a video to share. After
Oh
this,
well, thank you for fucking up
some
my
re-
shit. God damn.
For,
No, I'm just
for
kidding.
some reason, it already
just-
put it up there.
It's
I
okay.
don't know
It's okay.
why.
It's okay. So what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna go back and I'm gonna show this once again, and then
The
we'll
guy in the
show
back
what,
is laughing pretty
It
hard.
doesn't matter. Do any of you fuckers care about how we fuck up this stream? Hell no. Anyways, let's keep blowing up. So watch. So he didn't step straight, and then he kicked out the rest of them. Now watch how Homegirl does it. Now watch how Homegirl does it. She didn't step straight.
Yep.
She didn't step straight on it. It was her bad. That was not done right. So that's why that happened.
Right.
Yeah.
There are different ways to do certain things.
You can I'll put it
Brainless, go ahead and show what you're gonna show.
Yeah, this is actually from a Dutch television show. As you can see, they do have safety.
The safety harness on him.
Harnesses and all that.
Mhm.
But this is like breaking records. Like,
So look at how those
this
things.
is-
Look,
this is
pause
how
it,
it's
Ru-
going.
pause it. Look at how all of those look structurally sound comparatively to the last
Yeah.
baskets that we saw of things.
and here it also helps going straight up.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
if you're walking across, I don't know how high
That's
he
completely-
gets, but like
So let's keep blowing.
he gets pretty high.
Yeah. And once again, they're snapping into each other properly because they're made to do this for this specific instance. And once
Well,
again,
no, these
my-
are
milk crates.
these are regular
well,
crates.
Well, yeah, and crates are supposed to fit inside themselves, but they're actually made to fit right side up and not upside down. I don't know how special these ones are made for.
Upside down or right side up doesn't matter.
They would still
will
go
snap
together.
If you get Legos and you put them upside down, they still snap together.
But
But
they're
if you look-
made to not be upside down, technically.
Right, and they're not made to be walked on like stairs. This
Yeah,
this kid's just going up
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Technically,
And not only that, but he's got a safety harness on.
He's a safety harness, got a helmet.
That's because this was a TV program, but like, pretty sure he tried that first without safety harness. Trust me.
that's what your mom
We're
said
dumb
last
enough
night.
around here as well.
But
I like it. Here it started off with like crates, because the beer crates we have here are pretty heavy and sturdy.
in the Americas, we don't care about safety, so
No,
I'm
no.
sure they're way better
Screw
there
safety,
than
man.
they are here. Anyways, Acid, go ahead.
So brain. Never mind, I forgot it.
Okay, so did we go over almost everything, Yuma Bobber, yet?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Okay.
Oh,
okay,
I got it
I'm
now.
going to
I
just
just got it.
go ahead.
Go ahead, Prince.
I was gonna say that I would absolutely shit my pants if I was in that height, because I hate heights. Being on a stepladder scares the crap out of me.
Me too.
The only
Me
way to
too.
get
Do not
over
like.
that. The only way to get over that is doing it. Get on a ladder and just do it.
Tell you what, Prince,
And that-
what I found helped me start to get over my fear of heights was I went rock climbing.
I've been rock climbing at my old school. I used to live in Alden, so you guys don't know what that is. Never mind.
I was
used to
gonna
go
say,
to school.
you
that
know,
was for
like
rich
they've got
kids.
the crash mats and everything, yeah? So,
Yeah,
like, if
oh
you go
no,
to
and they
a
got all
rock
the
climbing
harnesses and
club,
whatnot,
they've
but
got
I
all
was
that
still
stuff.
scared.
He used to go to one of the ritzy schools, and they had a professional size, like straight up rock wall.
Oh
climbing
wow!
In the
But-
fucking gymnasium.
You
But
saw
the
them.
thing
They
was,
would have.
I
They've
was
got all the
still
crash
scared.
mats
I'm
and
still
they've got the harnesses you can wear. So like that, so
I've been
you
on a
know
roller
that if you
coaster
fall,
before.
you will not get hurt.
Yeah,
I've
but
been
if you're
on a
afraid of
roller
height, like me,
before,
I'm
so-
afraid of heights. It's more the falling that I don't like. The thought that I could
Yeah.
fall.
Yeah.
So, I mean, psychologically, knowing there's safety stuff down there doesn't really help. It's still,
Yeah, but
it's still
no,
the fear that you're going to
For
fall.
me, as long as I can have something to hold on to, or
Mhm.
if it's sturdy, I don't mind. Like in like a boom lift or something, I really don't mind. But like on scaffolding, like the loose scaffolding that you can roll around, like that took me a while. But it's, if you do it more and more, you get more comfortable with it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just, and then if the ladder slides away from under you, then you're getting set back a bit. Trust me, because I also had.
Prince, do you know how Aunt Cher broke my fear of heights?
How did she do that?
Tied a rope around my waist and left me up on the roof.
No.
jeez.
Oh my god. Do not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can never tell Aunt Cher that I have a fear of heights. I can't.
Nope. She'll do the same to you.
I can't. I really can't. Cause I
My-
get on a step. I look down on a step ladder that's like this big.
I was 6.
This big.
Yeah, no, but start doing that, and like do things while you're on there, so you don't focus on that, so you get more comfortable doing it.
I used to
And also,
climb 200-foot rock faces when I was younger.
Yeah, but also don't get too comfortable, because that shit is there. Heights.
Yeah.
We're scared of
Okay.
heights for a reason, because it's dangerous.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And how come
Okay.
I'm not afraid of
So,
heights anymore?
okay, so let's go through this last thing, Yuma Bobber, and then we'll get the fuck out of here that we need to go over, which is the condom challenge.
Okay.
Sounds interesting.
Jeez.
So,
This next TikTok challenge didn't originate on TikTok since it dates back to 2015. However, the challenge has had a huge following on TikTok in recent years, and it is known as the Condom Challenge. The Condom Challenge, aka the Condom Challenge, where you don't snort a condom up your nose and out your mouth, originated on November.
Oh my god.
What?
When a
the
YouTuber
hell?
named David Muson uploaded a video
Ugh.
that
So this has been a long time trick with sideshow artists, but you have to know how to do it properly.
Oh my
so you
God.
don't hurt yourself doing it. And
Slim, have you ever stored a condom up your nose?
yes, I lived with the Enigma
gotta
for
see
2
that.
years.
Oh God! What if
and-
it was
and-
a not a used condom?
I mean, I was totally used. Out. Never mind. So
Imagine having
let me
semen up your
see.
nose. Ugh.
I mean,
That would
it's
be-
not so
Oh.
bad. It does burn slightly when it comes out your nose, but I mean,
Ma, this is why you don't have anything to smell out of.
Okay, here we go. So here's the Enigma doing this
anyone in the
12
nose.
years ago. Remember, folks, ladies and gentlemen, do not do this if you do not know how to do this. This is an old carny trick. But once again, you have to use the right condom and you have to do it the right way so you don't choke yourself out. And if you get it stuck down your throat, you potentially can hurt yourself. So here we go with my ex-boss showing you how to do this. I just want to make sure we can hear him.
Disclaimer: don't try this at home.
Yeah, again,
You
this
should get
is
like a disclaimer video.
no,
Or anyone
exactly.
else's
and don't
home.
try this at home. But here we below. Don't try this inside your mom's
So
house.
the brief might have missed doing this for you guys because I know you love it. Booger pickers. It's like being a used car lot. You never know what you're going to get. Hey, yeah, everyone's thinking it. I just said it.
So see how he's like putting it inside the top of his skull a certain way? He's not just taking a condom and sucking it into his skull and trying to get it into the. He's putting it into the top of his.
Yeah, so he's doing it the other way around.
He's doing it so it'll go.
He's putting
into
in
that
his
cavity
sinus-
back
Yeah.
there, huh? Yeah.
If you don't know, if you notice, he backs backwards the condom, right? See, it's normal.
Guys, because I know you love it.
flips it.
Booger
Yeah, he
pickers.
folded it in a particular
Inside.
It's like being a used car lot. You never know what you're going to get. Yeah, everyone's thinking it.
He almost puts it inside out, or he rolls it a certain way, right? And then watch what he does.
Said it.
Now, so there's a sinus
Yes,
cavity
using
in the
his
back
thumb.
of your throat that you can push up into, and that's how that's where I put the knife technically when I put it in my skull. It just isn't going exactly. So he's putting it into this. He's making a suction cup for him to be able to blow it out.
So he did it to where he could physically blow it out of his nose.
Yeah, so he made
And
a
blow a
suction cup
balloon up
into
at the
his
same
sinus,
time.
and he's pushing out the air. Now watch this.
It's waving at you. I think it likes you.
Not a little puppy. That's not a little kitten.
Okay, so he did that a certain way to have that be working in this. People that are doing this now are actually doing it in the wrong way, and they are hurting themselves. Yes. The first time that I saw him as well was on the X-Files. So if you go to season 2, season 2, episode 1, him and Jim Rose were in that episode, and that's where he became famous. Everybody found out about him. He was in the Jim Rose Circus Sideshow. He was my boss for 2 years. He technically still is, but he won't talk to me, and we'll talk about that later in a different thing because I don't have boobs. And if I had bigger tits,
Gotcha.
I
Yeah.
probably would have more gigs with him, but he's waiting for me to get a boob job. Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
So he's sexist?
Basically.
I didn't say it.
Or he's boobist?
No, I didn't say it, but yes. I mean, no. I mean, never mind.
But
So anyway.
I mean, is it he's sexist or he just knows marketing and he knows tits sell better than cock?
Sex sells. Yeah, true.
The thing that sucks about that is he was training me for 2 years to do certain gigs, and then I got ousted by somebody who can barely do what I do on stage because she is prettier than me. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. So
it could be yes and no, but like
That's
I
awful.
literally could make us more money if I did stuff because I can do way more stuff. And I think I'm prettier than her. Never mind. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're gorgeous,
You really are.
Slim.
But anyways, babe.
But
so then,
anyways.
see, I shouldn't really have an issue with it then. You know, because I can't tell you how many times I've been eating spaghetti. And because of the fact that my sinuses are so screwed up, like I can't tell you how many times I'm eating spaghetti and it like freaking goes into my nose.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts.
Yeah.
See, I just have the problem that the spaghetti tries to strangle my uvula.
Yep. Yep.
So
cut it up.
Cut it up. Cut it up if that happens.
Anyways,
Yep.
thank you very much. Let me see if I can find this really quick. I'm now working with a company again that I used to work with. Let me see if I can find something that we can show to end this with us. I was trying to find one earlier that showed me in it. Does this not have me in it? Hold on, just give me 1 second to see if this does or does not. No, that one doesn't. Let me see if I. Oh, this one has me in it. Okay, so I will be working. I will be working with Rue Entertainment again at Trax Nightclub and at other events at different fetish events in the near future. So here we blow, and this is one of the events that we did. We're gonna close out on this.
Stop wiping your nose on me. Gross.
What, my sexy love?
Our son is wiping his nose on me. The furry one.
Prince, don't wipe your nose on my. No, I'm just kidding.
I was holding myself back.
I know. And
One-legged one.
I had to say it. So, anyways, this was 3 years ago, and this was an event that we did together. And these are some of the upcoming things we're going to be doing at the largest gay club in Denver, which is Trax Nightclub, which about 1,200 people were watching this while we did this event. So thank you all very much. We'll see you next time, which is tomorrow for our event. And we're going to be, our stream, and we're going to do other things. And I should soon be streaming my performances at events for the next months. And I have 5 events coming up. We'll talk about that soon. So here we blow. Everybody watch this, and we'll see you next time.
What is your name? Wendy, Blair, Angela, Donna. Peter. Okay. Wendy. Second to the right and then straight on to money. I should like it to give you a kiss.
This is what we do at our fetish events. These 20-minute performances.
Just like having thoughts, and they lift you into the air.
It's
an awfully long time. It could be tonight which reports that they reached the nursery in time. But then, there will be no school. You said you tried to give me the again?
And here we go. My part. And then I come on a little bit later. And now
Now mermaids are not as they are in storybooks. They are dark creatures, in touch with all things mysterious. Next week. Last week in January keeps you close. You got hands away. You look so cute. Hands.
these are the events I'll be doing again soon, so I'll be streaming these live when we do for 2023. Yeah, I'm right over here. If you can't tell, that's me right here.
Yeah, that was pretty clear. Crazy pirate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at all those hot boys. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Well, baby, I can be a bad boy too, so go
Mom, are you playing with your pussy again?
Yes, I am. And she's purring up a storm.
I bet.
Oh, hopefully it's okay. And now, there we go.
I see there's at least one real sword on stage.
Yep, just wait. I'm not a theater kid at all, I swear.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Oh, and here we go.
Grinding again.
Yep. And then here we go. Okay, we'll watch the rest of it, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. But this is what we do when we do our performance arts nights at the clubs that we do events at. They're this intricate.
Pretty cool.
To die will be an awful big adventure.
thank you all for being here and for liking the stream, and everybody who watches later. Thank you. And if you want to comment, show us some love later. We're definitely going to get copyrighted for this stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe not talk over it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, but it's still got copyrighted music, so it could still pick up in the algorithm.
Yeah, but sometimes
okay.
if it's in the background, it doesn't.
I'm glad all you're watching this with us.
Yeah,
This is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Like, yeah. This is a good
Really
show.
quick, what I want to say before we get further into this, there's all these people in the Americas right now that are trying to like get rid of fucking drag events, and this is
Yeah.
what we're fucking doing. This stuff, not impressioning kids to have sex with us. What we're doing is we're just like making wild productions, which is what you did when you were in theater in high school. That's all we're doing is we're just doing theater, high school theater. That's all this is.
This is really fun.
Let's see, alligator. Okay. Mhm.
Yeah, really cool.
Very good. Very
I'm not an
nice.
attention whore at all. There was not.
No. You didn't even want to be up there. I could tell. You didn't want to be there at all.
No, that you were not at home. No.
So once again, folks, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be working with that trip again, doing fetish events in the near future. So when we do that, I'm going to attempt to be streaming those performances we're going to be doing, and the crowd and stuff and things. If I can get my queen out here, she can do performances with me. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more. But we'll get that figured out in the near future. So,
Global Mom showing your pussy again.
I am. I'm sorry. I can't help it. She's so pretty.
Thank you, everybody else, for being here. We will be in the Queen's Adissima chords and be doing things and stuff. So thank you all very much. I'm gonna have 5 or 6 events that I will be talking about that I'm going to be doing in the near future. That we will be sharing photos and video of as well. So thank you all very much. We love you all. I know all of you have stuff to talk about, but let's do that tomorrow because I just feel like getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
No problem, sweetie.
Go for it.
Night, night, fuckers.
After being out in the cold, I feel like just going to sleep.
If all of you people, all of you humans, all of you beings of other kinds, aliens, cyborgs, in between
Animals,
genders, whatever you
everything.
feel like, whatever you are, if you can and you would like to, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, and go to all of the people that are in the description as our stream pervs and do the same thing for all of them as well. Everybody show everybody else love. That's why we're here. And once again, if we get to 600, when we get to 666 subscribers, we're going to be doing a Satanic Panic episode. I mean, I'm already doing the weird stuff and things in the mabobbers, but we'll be doing that. Well, there's our big head. Hi, big head. Big
Oh,
head.
hey,
Big head wants to
King.
be on
He's so
screen.
beautiful.
Oh, look
There's
at
our big head.
him.
Hi, big head. He wants attention.
Oh,
Hi,
my
big
Shut
head.
up.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's so beautiful.
And there's our lovely queen's face as well. So hi, my love.
Look at him.
So we're
my
going to.
God.
She's
Queen,
just-
I'm so jealous. Like, oh my god, he's so beautiful.
Yes. Okay.
I'll
So
He's
we're
so
send him
beautiful
to you.
and cute.
we're
Oh
gonna
my
get
God.
the F out of here, and we're gonna go ahead and do stuff in the Dism Accords.
In the
If you're
dungeon.
not subscribed to the Queen's Dism Accords, ask somebody how to find us in there, and we'll be doing things over there. So thank you all very much. We'll see you in the next episode, which is tomorrow for the Drunk News, and we have a bunch of stupid, crazy insanity to go over for tomorrow. There was something else I was gonna go over that I will talk about tomorrow for one of our subjects, and then we'll go from there. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, for the next weeks, for like 6 weeks, I'm gonna be busy doing events. I've got events for the next, so we'll be streaming on weekdays, but I will be doing the events on weekends, which is great because that's how I make my money. And how we support ourselves is through all the large events. And if I can figure out to get my queen out here and help me with the events while stuff and things, we'll get there. And eventually stuff and things will happen. Unfortunately, life costs a lot of money and we're not together yet, but we'll figure that out very soon. So thank you all very much. We love you all, and we'll talk to you all in the near future. So everybody say bye.
Bye. Bye. Thank you everybody for coming out. Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.